You know, I mean, some teams will go away. They will just adopt defensive style. And at the end of the day, they come up with excuses. We are robbed, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, MFM have shown that they are very brave, very courageous. They play almost the same way they play at home and during the away game. So, I mean, they deserve the point they are getting, and they deserve to be on top of the league. We just pray that in the second stanza, they'll be able to consolidate and sustain the momentum. So that's the most important thing, because, like somebody said, teams like Kano Pillars and Enyimba, if they continue to, you know, climb up the ladder, they could pose a threat. But when you have secured some points, and the final analysis is going to count before the season ends.
That's right. So a good one for MFM at the moment. Innocent says, don't put on all the blame on Coach Imama. I think it's a problem with administration. But look, everything rises and falls on leadership, particularly coaching. TP Mazembe failed to continue the CAF Champions League. The coach is gone.
Yeah, because they've got tradition, they've got pedigree. They have won the Champions League, you know, three or four times, if I'm not mistaken, and they have a record of getting to the group stage. And I mean, the owners of the club have, you know, realized that this man could not achieve the set target, and he's got to go. And they have done that. It happens to all clubs. It's a big club. They are well funded,
and that's where they even get money. I mean, the group stage.
So they have. I just told the coach that you have failed in our own estimation.
I wonder what they told him, Mama, you know, for the Champions League. I wonder if they gave him any target at all, because the way they just crashed out, you know, even results, and you realized that it was almost as if there was no set target, and it's quite unfortunate.
So that's the update. Coach Forger of TP Mazembe has been sacked. He has parted ways with the club. And
I mean, I guess that what infuriated the owners of the club more was the loss to Caps United of Zimbabwe. If they had lost to Zamalek, El Ali, or bigger clubs, I mean, it's ridiculous. Some parts of the clubs may not even know Caps United. Wow. How can you crash out to a lowly rated team? No disrespect. You know, so if they had lost to bigger teams, perhaps the owners would say, okay.
So after us, we lost to Zamalek. But I know, that's your answer right there. Coaches are hired to be fired. So sadly, yes, you're saying all the blame shouldn't be on Coach Imama, but it is what it is with football. Joel Atilade says Raw needs not to rely on Victor Moses because it seems he's not committed enough. I don't think that's the case, guys.
He's picking the games that he would play. And as a coach, you need your player to be available, because this is an opportunity for the coach to also test a new strategy. So if you are locking yourself out of it and you want to play only the big games, what happens to the plan of the coach? So he has to be selfless and understand the fact that he's not the only player in the team. He has to play with the bond, and he cannot on its own, you know, be a success. He has to play with the entire group. And if he's opting out, you know, it's going to definitely affect the plans of the coach. Victor Moses should realize that he's a senior player, very, very inspirational player, influential for the team. And in the absence of Mikel Obi, I think that's the reason why he should, you know, make himself available for this team. You're not going to be picking games as a senior player. For me, it's not good enough. It's not good if he has put the coach in serious crisis. And I learned the coach told him his mind, you know, when he had a meeting with him before he eventually left camp. He cannot. The game is going to hold in London. So why are you pulling out?
So that's what it is with the updates coming from the Super Eagles camp. We'll take a breather now. When we come back home stretch of the show, we'll have fun talking about the bidding for the 2024 Olympics. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Okay, it's still sports tonight on Channels Television. Let's get on with the show now. I'll talk about the bidding for the 2024 Olympics. You know the story, the International Olympic Committee, they have said that it's likely that the organizers, the winners of the 2024 bid will host in 2028. At the moment, the race is between Paris, the city of Paris, and Los Angeles. And the guys in Paris says, look, we don't know about 2028. We are focused in winning the bid for 2024 and put up a fantastic, you know, games for the world. And I think they have a point. They have prepared the 2024 bid. We'll wait to know the ramifications why the IOC is saying there's a possibility the city that hosts in 2024 we'll host in 2028, but Paris says, just give us 2024 first. That's our focus.
I mean, I think the IOC, they are not being fair to the bidding countries. It's like us saying you are giving somebody a goat and you are still holding onto the rope. I mean, you can't impose 2 editions on the country. It takes a lot. We're not talking of only football here. You are hosting all sports. And, I mean, you have to put up with a lot of financial investment. You have to sometimes build new infrastructures. You have to update existing ones. And this thing costs money.
It costs money, but so only the IOC, they are saying that, you already have it on ground, because Brazil did the World Cup in 2014, 2010, in 2014, and still did the Olympics in 2016.
What about the cost of maintenance? The Olympics they come up every 4 years. And if you are saying because you hosted in 2024, you should also use the same facilities, are the facilities just going to be there? Are they not going to be maintained? And it takes a lot to maintain facilities, millions of dollars. You are going to get manpower, you are going to get equipment to maintain these facilities, put them in the same shape that it was when the last Olympic Games were. So really? It's a lot of money. So I think I want to go with Paris.
Yeah. So they didn't say they don't want or they don't understand what the IOC said, but they're just saying our focus is 2024. We're waiting to hear from Los Angeles. But in September in Lima, Peru, the IOC will announce the winner of the bid for the 2024 Olympics. You know, in 2020 is going to be in Tokyo. I asked my guys this morning on the program. I just said, where would you like to go for the Olympics? Los Angeles or Paris?
Well, of course, as they say, see Paris and die. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It has to be Paris.
But there are very good beaches in Los Angeles.
No.
There are very good beaches.
You don't want to compare. Paris is beautiful.
And the paparazzi, everything in Los Angeles.
Fashion headquarters, and you don't the glitz, the glamour, pageantry, everything. Of course, it has to be Paris. It's south of France, most beautiful part of the world. It has to be Paris. But in this issue, I do believe that the best thing to do, seeing that because it's very difficult to foist 2 tournaments, consecutive ones on a particular nation. It's almost ridiculous financially to imagine the burden. The world is going through a man of economic strain now. For them to just host 2 Olympics consecutively will be unprecedented. So as a compensation, what they should do, if they give whoever they decide to give in Lima, if it is Los Angeles, then the subsequent one should be given to the team that the other team. If it is Paris, they want to give to 2024, fine. But the subsequent one, 2028,
that's right,
should immediately go to a team. The runner, they are just 2 teams. So the other, Los Angeles.
Okay, so hopefully we'll get to know the winner in September. Thank you so much, Joseph, for coming out. Of course, Chiku, thank you so much for coming out to talk sports tonight. Hopefully we'll go to Paris and we will not die. The Olympics are coming. That's the show. Until wherever you are in the world watching sports tonight, keep talking to us. When we leave the studio, we don't stop talking. You can keep talking to us on Twitter. Channels_sports, Facebook channels, IFN Sports. That's the show. On behalf of the team, I'm Austin Okonakpan. In everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.